Hey, it's me, and welcome to my channel, The Way, What is Truth? And I thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. Here I am with yet again another recommendation video. Now, this is a guy who I've got a lot of respect for, a guy called John Ramirez. And he's someone who I've had my eye on and off for years and years and years. I've seen quite a few of his videos, and basically he is an ex-Satanist, but what I'm going to do is read a little bit of what's on my TV now, just to give you the lowdown about this guy and who he was in a nutshell and who he is now. Of course, now he runs his own ministry, and that's actually where I'm reading this bit of information from about him on his website. In fact, let me have a look here. His website is called John Ramirez Ministries, so definitely look that up, okay? And he's also an author. He's written books as well. So, yeah. He's a really cool guy. And you're going to understand why in a bit as I reach the end of the video. Anyway, let me read this. Let me just get it so I can see it properly. I'm actually using my PlayStation 4 at the moment, so I'm using my left hand on the controller whilst holding my Kindle with my right hand. Anyway, let me read this. In his testimony, author... Oh, you see, this free-handed business. You've got to have such a steady hand with a camera. In his testimony, author and speaker John Ramirez tells his true life story of how he was trained to be a satanic cult leader. I think that's what it means. Santeria and Spiritualist, because that's what he was in, the cult of Santeria. It was a satanic cult, okay? High-ranking priest in New York City, casting powerful witchcraft spells and controlling entire regions. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit of there. And I know for a fact that he used to astral project. In case you don't know what astral projecting is, not that I know the ins and outs of it or anything like that. I've never attempted it myself. But astral projecting is when you get your soul to leave your body, but it's through satanic power, it's through demonic power that it happens, okay? It's nothing to do with God. Astral projecting has got nothing to do with God at all. Anyway, it says here he casted powerful witchcraft spells and controlling entire regions, but he could only go to specific places that were not protected by God. Okay? Because some places in the second heaven throughout this world are protected by God and other places are not. And then it goes on to say, raised in an impoverished ghetto neighborhood, he grew up despising his father for his careless disregard for his family. John learned to survive the cold, harsh streets of the South Bronx looking for love and validation. He eventually found it in a new family of witches and warlocks who groomed him to become a high priest in their occult religion. His plunge into the dark side reached a boiling point on the night he sold his soul to the devil in a diabolical, blood-soaked ritual with renewed fervour. And the mark of the beast now cut into his right arm, he actively recruited souls into his unholy kingdom, haunting the bars and clubs of New York City by night to find his next victims. Now, that might sound like something out of a vampire novel or something, but this guy, you can't get any more real than John Ramirez, okay? He's an absolute legend. And there's a reason why I'm doing this video. It's because I've researched him for years and years and years. This video isn't about me telling you the ins and outs of his life, because I don't know the ins and outs of his life. In fact, I know very, very little about him. But I know enough to know that he's such a genuine guy. He's a genuine Christian. He has a great ministry. And he's such a cool guy. You can learn so much about spiritual about spiritual warfare by looking at his YouTube videos and going on to his webpage as well. He's such a great guy. I would not recommend him unless I was absolutely 100% certain he is a genuine Christian. He's not a fake Christian. He's one of the good ones. He went through a really, really bad time as a child, as a teenager. He became a Satanist, and he became like the head Satanist. I'm not sure what they called him, but he was like the head one at one point. And there was even a time when he had an afterlife experience. He actually died and went to hell at one point, and he actually met Satan, and Satan was trying to tell him, look, Look, you belong to me. This is just the basics of it. I don't know, I can't remember it word for word, but he was saying to John Ramirez, you belong to me. And then at some point he called on the name of Jesus Christ, and Jesus lifted him out of it and saved him. So that's one of the experiences he had. He actually went to hell, John Ramirez did. And the more you look into this guy and the more of the videos you see of him, the more genuine you realise he is, and he's a really, really interesting character. John Ramirez, so definitely 100% check him out. He's such a cool guy. The reason why he's so cool is because he was on the dark side, this guy was. He knew all about Satanism, about the dark arts, and so on and so forth, about Santeria. And he actually met the devil, this guy did, and not many people have. The vast majority of people on this earth have not met Satan or even seen him or spoke to him or anything. Thank goodness for that. But this guy definitely did, 100%. So on that note, I will leave it there, okay? Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. See you on the next one. Bye-bye, and take care.